Welcome. Now I talk about software design principles. Introduction. Software design is also a process to plan or convert the software requirements. Software should be designed in such a way that it degrades gracefully, which it means. There are several principles that are used to organize and arrange the structural component of software. Design class based model. Class based component design is a method for designing components that uses related data items. There are 7 principles. First one, open close principle. A module should be open for extension but closed for modification. This statement seems to be contradiction, but it represents one of the most important characteristics of good component level design. For example, assume that the safe home security function makes use of detector class that must check the status of each type of security. The sensor interface presents a consistent view of sensor to the detector component. If a new type of sensor is added, no change is required for the detector class. The OCP is preserved. Second, the Liskov substitution principle. The Liskov substitution principle, subclasses should be substitutable for the base class. The design originally proposed by Barbara Liskov suggests that a component that uses a base class should continue to function properly if a class derived from the base class is passed to the component instead. Dependency inversion principle. Depend on abstractions, do not depend on concretions. As we have seen in the discussion of the OCP abstractions are the place where a design can be extended without great complication. The more a component depends on other concrete components, the more difficult it will be to extend. Fourth, the interface segregation principle. Many client-specific interfaces are better than one general-purpose interface. There are many instances in which multiple client components use the operations provided by a server class. ISP suggests that you should create a specialized interface to serve each major category of clients. Only those operations that are relevant to a particular category of clients should be specified in the interface for that client. If multiple clients require the same operations, it should be specified in each of the specialized interface. The release reuse equivalency principle. The granule of reuse is the granule of release. When classes or components are designed for reuse, there is an implicit contract that is established between the developer of the reusable entity and the people who will use it. The developer commits to establish a release control system that supports and maintains older version of the entity while the user slowly upgrade to the most current version. The common closure principle. Classes that change together belong together. Classes should be packaged cohesively. That is, when classes are packaged as part of design, they should address the same functional or behavioral area. When some characteristics of that area must change, it is likely that only those classes within the package will require modification. This leads to more effective change control and release management. The common reuse principle. Classes that aren't reused together should not be grouped together. When one or more classes within a package changes, the release number of the package changes. All other classes or packages that rely on the package that has been changed must now update to the most recent release of the package and be tested to ensure that the new release operates without incident. Thank you.